Fine, sir.
Wow, now fine.
Fine.
Fine as
I
usual.
can't see, I can't see you, beta. I can see only four students. It will be good if I could see everybody. Sakshi Dhakar, please unpin yourself from the screen. Sakshi Dhakar, unpin yourself from the screen. You have pinned yourself. So only you are visible here. Yes, good. Good to others, not to Sakshi. Sakshi, unpin karo. Okay. So before we begin, let's join our hands and get ready for Omkaram. We shall chant Omkaram 3 times and then we'll begin. So get ready for Omkaram. Sairam.
Sairam, sir.
So before we proceed,
Sairam, sir.
Sairam sir.
Sairam beta, Sairam, God bless you all. Before we proceed, I would like to ask one thing, and that one thing is how many of you have already submitted the assignment for today? There was one letter to be written and sent. So how many of you have sent? Okay. Do one thing. If you have sent, write S in the chat box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So out of 51, 17 students have sent. And 17 is exactly one third of 51 if my mathematics is correct. Am I right? 17 3 is 51.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So that means 33% students have sent and 33 is passing percent. So your class is passed
Mhm.
because 33% students have sent. Hmm? No problem. I'll wait till evening today. Okay. I wanted you to send it before the beginning of this class, but fine. Even if you send it till evening, till today's date is over, there is no problem. Okay. I am receiving, I have received, I have sent a thumb up to those who have sent. One or two are sent on my Gmail account also. They have mailed it. I've received that also. I'll collect them all, make a folder on the screen and save them all there. Okay. Now, second thing, if I remember right, we decided to do Amanda today. Am I right?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So before I start, let us take the first set of attendance. Sakshi Dhakar, beta, please unpin yourself. Hmm. So I'm taking attendance first, and then we shall carry on. Now Sneha, when shall I take the attendance once again? I am expecting you to remind me at 2:35. Okay?
Okay.
Set your timer. You will be reminding me at 2:35. Mute your mic. Unnecessary sounds will disturb rest of the class. Here is today's attendance. Check it. If your name is not visible, let me know. I'm just putting everything on one screen. Is the screen visible? One student can navigate.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Your names are there for today's attendance. And I have arranged it in alphabetical order. So quickly have a look of this. If your name is there, very good. If it is not there, let me know. Okay.
सर मेरा नहीं है शिवम वसावा.
शिवम वसावा नहीं है.
नहीं है सर.
सर वो अभी आया है.
So when I clicked the attendance, you were not there. You would have joined. Yes, you would have joined later. Shivam Vasava. Okay.
Yes sir.
Anyone else? When I clicked, it was 2-7. You would have joined after 2-7.
Yes sir.
Now we shall take one more set of attendance later on. Let me save it on the desktop. Okay. Is the screen of Tata Class Edge visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now mute your mics, everybody. I am playing this video of 7 minutes that is there on Tata Class Edge about our next poem, Amanda. Just have a look of this, observe it carefully, and then we shall discuss. Okay. Is it audible also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Robin Klein, an award-winning Australian children's and young adult author, assumed a variety of roles before becoming a writer. In 1978, she published her
सर
first
वो
book,
ईगो
The
कर रहा है
Giraffe
क्योंकि
in
आपने
Pepperell's
दोनों
Tree.
Now?
माइक.
Some of her other notable works
सर आपका
include
एक माइक म्यूट कर
Honored
लीजिए.
Guest, People Might Hear You, Hating Alison Ash,
अभी भी हो रहा है इको?
Penny Pollard's
नहीं,
Diary, and Junk Castle.
Just a minute.
Her novel, Came Back to Show You I Could Fly, earned her the Human Rights Award for Literature in 1989. She has also won majority of Australian literary awards for children's literature, including the Koala Awards and the Drom Keen Medal in 1991. In the poem, Robin Klein contrasts the scolding tone of an adult with the dreamy tone of Amanda, who wants freedom from instruction. Through this contrast, Klein explores the contrast between the themes of inordinate amount of parental control and a child's desire for freedom. Here is the summary of the poem Amanda by Robin Klein. The adult speaker, in a frustrated tone, instructs Amanda not to bite her nails or bend her shoulders. Then the adult tells Amanda to sit in the correct posture. Amanda, on the other hand, dreams of an emerald sea where she can lazily drift like a mermaid. In the sea, no adults are telling her what to do or how to behave. There is nothing but bliss in her dream, bliss at doing nothing. The lines are bracketed to show the reader that Amanda is daydreaming during the adult scolding. The adult speaker returns in the next stanza, where she sharply questions Amanda on whether she has finished her homework or cleaned her room or her shoes. While in the first stanza, Amanda was being instructed on how to behave, the second interjection by adult shows her controlling Amanda's day-to-day activities. We see the impact of constant scolding on Amanda when she dreams of being an orphan on the street. As an orphan, she would make patterns on the dust, covering the street with her bare feet. Here, she dreams of living in silence and freedom, where her life is not punctuated with screams of adults telling her what to do. The adult returns in the next stanza by forbidding Amanda to eat chocolate because it will only add more pimples to her face. The adult is also angered by Amanda's daydreaming and tells her sharply to pay attention when the adult is talking to her. Amanda now dreams of becoming Rapunzel. Rapunzel is a fairy tale character with long golden hair who lived alone in a tower. In the story, Rapunzel threw her hair down from the tower window so a prince could climb up her hair, come into the tower and rescue her. Amanda, on the other hand, doesn't need the prince to rescue her. Rather, she wants to escape into the tower and stay alone in the tower for such a solitary life is rare. The poem concludes with sharp words from the adult about Amanda's moodiness, which might give the wrong impression to outsiders. The adult clearly believes that an ideal child should be happy, well-behaved, and obedient, and hence is trying to mold Amanda into that image. Interestingly, the poem concludes with the adult's lines. This reinforces Amanda's lack of control over her life. Now, let us look at the literary elements of the poem Amanda. The name Amanda is repeated in the poem to emphasize on the restrictions imposed on Amanda by the adult speaker. Other repeated words by the adult speaker are don't, stop, and did, which further emphasize on the theme of control. An allusion is an indirect reference to a person, place, thing, and idea. In the poem, Amanda briefly refers to becoming a mermaid and Rapunzel. A mermaid is a sea creature who is half woman and half fish and lives in the sea. Rapunzel is a character from a fairy tale. Amanda in the poem alludes to these figures to stress on her desire to escape from her parents and live a life of freedom. The poem contains alliterative words to enhance the rhyme of the poem. In the poem, stop that slouching and sit up straight and stop that sulking are examples of alliteration. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. There is a languid emerald sea, where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. In the poem, the rhyme scheme alternates between stanzas. Let's take a look at the first stanza. The name Amanda is repeated thrice in the poem. Let us assign A to Amanda and B to straight. So, the rhyme scheme for this stanza would be AABA. Now, let's look at the second stanza. The words see, me, and blissfully rhyme with each other. Let us assign C to these words. So, the rhyme scheme of this stanza would be C, C, C. Now notice the last stanza of the poem. Amanda's bracketed lines do not follow these lines.
Was it audible clearly?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, fine. It was audible, but the delivery by net was not constant, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the continuity broke at many places, but I hope you understood the message.
Yes.
Now, before starting this, in the previous period, I told that when you read this poem, you will associate yourselves with it. With it means with the character of Amanda. and every time it was said the adult, the adult was scolding, the adult was instructing, the adult was continuously telling her few things to do and few things not to do. Now, who is this adult? This adult is not every time mother. This adult is not every time father or elder brother or elder sister or grandparent or teacher or somebody, but anybody. Got it? This adult can be anybody older than you who keeps on instructing you. Now, was I right when I said you will associate yourselves with Amanda or with the situation of Amanda? Have you found yourself in such situation?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Sometimes.
If you turn your videos on, I will be able to see the responses. If you turn your videos on, I'll be able to see your responses, your noddings and everything. And at the same time, I will be able to see that you are there. Turn your videos on. Just keep your mics mute. And don't expect me to keep on saying this. I'll be very happy if you are all visible to me. Now, very few are visible. Some fans are visible. There are 3 fans visible. Soumya Kumari's fan is now not visible. Now she is visible. Sneha's fan is visible. Don't show your ceiling fans. Yes. Okay, so now I would like you to show me your thumb if you have ever found yourself in such a situation where you are continuously instructed by some of the older member of your family and it was not very pleasant for you. You did not like that. You did not enjoy that. Their continuous instruction was not very pleasant to you. Sometimes it was irritating also. If you have ever gone through such an experience, show me your thumb. Okay. Some are showing in the chat box. Good, good. Some are not showing. Means they had never had such experience. Okay, fine. Piyush Haldar, I could not understand your remark. You've written something, but I could not understand. Saurabh Sharma, I couldn't understand what does it mean. Write something that is legible that I can understand. Okay, fine, good. I have seen most of the thumbs. Okay. Now see, when you go through this poem, I'm sharing it once again. Can you see this now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So see what is written in the introduction box. Amanda, every child feels that he is controlled. Now this she oblique he is not written for Amanda. It is written for you. Okay? For every child. She is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or another. You too may feel that your freedom is curtailed. Write down some of the things you want to do, but your parents, elders do not allow you to. To read the poem aloud, form pairs, each reading alternate stanzas. You are in for a surprise. Now see, before we start reading or before we start talking about it, if you go through this poem, you will see every alternate stanza written in brackets. Can you see this? First stanza open,
Yes,
then
yes.
second,
Yes, sir.
next 3 lines in brackets, then open, then next 3 lines in brackets, again open and next 3 lines in brackets. Now, why are these lines written in brackets?
Sir, because
Before you start reading this,
Doing that.
let me. Yes,
sir, because she was inking it.
yes. This is not.
Wait, Samantha.
Yes, this is not the main line of that stanza or that statement made by the elder or the poet. But poet is telling us that these lines were actually thought by Amanda. She was not speaking this. Sometimes when some of the elders of your family, if somebody is scolding you or saying something or instructing you constantly, you are not happy with that, but you cannot respond. You cannot speak back to them. So at that time, some ideas, some thoughts are there in your mind which you do not speak out. So these are such lines that Amanda was thinking while her mother or somebody was telling her few things. So this is the reason why these lines are written in brackets, because these are not spoken words, these are only thought ideas. Okay. Now, before I ask you to read this, I would like to tell you, share with you a very short, small story. And that story says, am I back on the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay. See, there was a very young child and his name is, okay, किसने अभी message डाला है? Kartikeya. Okay, fine. So that child's name was Kartikeya. Okay. Now Kartikeya was very young, some 2.5 years old, and Kartikeya's parents. See, this Kartikeya is not Kartikeya Srivastav. He is not our Kartikeya, because he sent a comment, a remark at last. I saw his name, so I'm giving this name. This Kartikeya, when he was 2.5 years old, his parents took him for admission to a kindergarten school. Okay, kindergarten. There, when this child was taken and the headmistress interviewed him, when a child is to be admitted to a school, parents and the child are all interviewed by the principal or by the headmaster or headmistress. So because it was kindergarten, there was a headmistress and she was interviewing. So the first question she asked to that child, means to Kartikeya, was, what is your name? Is this the same question asked to every child when you were taken for the admission for the first time? Was this question asked?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
सर मुझे याद नहीं है.
कौन बोला?
सर कौन बोल सकता है?
हाँ, कौन बोल सकता
कौन सा
है?
याद है?
Okay, fine. It's okay.
सर
बेटा,
मुझे
सभी-
भी याद नहीं है.
No problem, no problem. You may forget things. You may forget things. There may be short-term or long-term memory loss. Somebody may be Gajni here. Okay, good. You forgot Shramit, and there are many things which should be forgotten, and it is good to forget few things. It's not good to remember each and everything. It's good to remember everything that is taught, that is discussed, that is studied, but few things can be forgotten. So when this child was taken for admission and the headmistress asked the very first question, what is your name, beta? This child said, my name is Kartikeya, don't. What did he tell?
Kartikeya, don't.
Kartikeya, don't. The headmistress was surprised. What kind of a name is this? She was surprised. She asked once again, beta, tell me your name only. The child once again said, yes, ma'am, my name is Kartikeya. Then headmistress looked at the parents. Okay. When she looked at parents, father told that we don't know why is he saying so. Then he kept on thinking and then told, probably because he has never heard himself called by anybody in the family as Kartikeya. A child remembers or understands that this is his name only when other members of the family, they call him by that name. Now, parents said that whatever he does at home, Everybody in the family says, Kartikeya, don't. If he touches anything, if he goes close to the TV set, if he picks up the remote, if he touches the vase, if he climbs on the sofa, if he tries to climb on the staircase, if he does this thing or that thing, whatever, everybody, grandparents, grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, elder brother, sisters, this, that, जो भी हैं in the family, सब बस एक ही बात बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? Kartikeya, don't. So this child had an impression that his name is Kartikeya, don't. Now, what do you understand? What do you understand?
What will listen?
Elders have a habit or a tendency, I won't say knack, but okay, even if I say that, of constantly instructing us. When we are small, when we are traveling somewhere, they keep on holding our hand, holding our finger, pulling us towards themselves, and continuously saying that don't move ahead, don't go there, don't touch this, don't climb over there, and they keep on saying all this. Okay, so this is the habit of elders. Now, Amanda is a teenager. Amanda is an adolescent. Amanda is a girl of your age. And you start considering yourselves as an independent being. Am I right? At this age, you start considering yourself as an independent being. Whereas, what do parents think? Or what do I? Because if in something you interfere, what do they say? You are very young, stay away from there. Okay. Sometimes the same parents, they sometimes say, you are mature now, can't you do this by yourselves? So that these two statements, which are actually contradicting, at one point they said you are too young, at another point they said you are mature. Now you are confused whether you are young or mature.
Sir?
And at this stage, we are going through this conflict. At many things, parents are instructing us. I know, and you should also realize one thing, you should also understand one thing, that whatever parents say, they know what is good for you. And that is the reason why they keep on saying this. They are never wrong. They are never after you. Actually, they are supporting you. But this happens that whatever they say, we believe that it's not correct. Sneha reminded me that it is 2:35. Okay. Done. Attendance taken. Second set of attendance taken. Got it? So this is happening with Amanda also. Whatever you think, exactly the same thoughts are there in Amanda's mind also. And that is why she is responding like this, behaving like this, listening to her mother or not. When mother says one thing, she keeps on thinking of something else. You would have seen at one point she thought, who mermaids are. A semi-human fish creature. A girl as well as a fish. Half girl and half fish. Why does she think of mermaid? Why does this creature mermaid come to her mind? It comes to her mind because mermaids live freely. They have their own world and there is nobody to instruct them. They can swim wherever they want to. They can come onto the beach, to the shore. They can get back into water. They keep on swimming. They, whenever they want, they come out and rest on a piece of rock. Whatever they want, whatever they like, they can do. There is no interference of anybody in their lives. Okay. Then the another character that came to her mind is Kartikeya is saying then she can swim away from her parents. Fine. Another thing, another character that came. How many of you know who Rapunzel is? Show me your hands. Anushka knows. And I can see only 5 fingers of somebody. I don't know who is that somebody. Tangled. Kartikeya Srivastav knows that movie. And in a quiz, yes, you know it's a cartoon character, but it's a fairy tale character. That animated movie or that those animations are made on those fairy tales. It's not a cartoon character. It's a fairy tale character which was portrayed, which was taken, which was shown in some cartoon or animation movies. Okay, so this Rapunzel was a girl who was abducted by a witch and was captivated in a long, very high tower. There was a single chamber in that very tall tower, and she was captivated. She was imprisoned over there. This girl had a very long, golden, beautiful hair. Famous, she was popular for that. Okay, and it was beautiful and strong. This witch was jealous of that. And you would have seen in that animation also that this Rapunzel was there in that tower. Okay, and a prince comes and he rescues her and all that. But here, this Amanda wants to be like Rapunzel, not to be a princess, to be saved by a prince, but she wants to be away in a tower, all alone, away from parents once again, so that they won't be there to constantly instruct her. These are the thoughts that came to her mind while her mother was constantly speaking to her. That's it. Now, reading of the poem is remaining. I hope I have made everything clear. Now, what are the instructions given by her mother and how does she react? Because we have seen the video once, I have discussed with you, and the poem is there. Now, what you are supposed to do is go through this poem today, and we shall discuss it in the next period. If you have anything that you could not understand, I'll explain it thoroughly. Otherwise, we'll have a quick discussion about this poem, and then we'll come to the exercise. If there is any question out of what I have just discussed with you, you may ask right now. I'm leaving this poem for you. Read it at home once, and then in the next class, we shall discuss it.
Sir,
Is there anyone who wants to ask anything?
Yes, sir, me Shrishti. Sir, they say ki see, me and blissfully, the three of them are rhyming. Sir, how
Yes,
see,
yes.
me and blissfully are rhyming?
How are they rhyming?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you mean by rhyming?
उनके लास्ट में ई आ रहा है ना.
एक मिनट सृष्टि
See, me
what
and
do you
blissfully.
mean?
Sir, they sound similar.
Yes. The concluding sound, the closing sound, the last part of the sound. When you pronounce a word, the closing sound is similar. Now pronounce these three words.
See, me, blissfully.
What is the closing sound?
E.
That's why these three words are rhyming. Is it clear, beta? Okay. Anything else? No questions? Okay.
सर
हाँ जी बोलिए.
सर आपने स्टार्टिंग में क्या बोला था कि जो हमने लेटर मतलब आपको आज देना है वर्ड फाइल
तो
में
हाँ
और उसके सब्जेक्ट जनरेशन में भी मार्क्स चढ़ेंगे.
I have given you an assignment. if I've given you an assignment, would you submit that assignment because I have asked you to do that, or would you submit only if I promise that you will get marks for that?
No, first wala.
Then don't ask the second question.
Okay.
I said, see, what did I say when I assigned this task day before yesterday? I told, I am asking you to write something to give you a practice of writing. I am asking you to read those lessons to give you a practice of reading. Then I will ask you to present it in the class to help rest of the students in the class, and at the same time prepare that one particular lesson very thoroughly. Now, when you submit this letter, when you submit the writing task, when you complete the reading task, when you do the presentation and everything, all these things will be or may be considered as your subject enrichment activity too. Did I say that? So I keep on giving few things like this. Some assignments will be constantly given. If that assignment is other than question answers and exercise, then definitely that can become a part of your subject enrichment activity. Yes, that's true. That can be considered as a subject enrichment activity. But please do not take every assignment and do not submit every assignment only if it is subject enrichment activity or I'm going to give marks for that. Okay. Out of these, I will consider many for subject enrichment activity and I will give marks for that also. Okay.
Okay.
ठीक है स्नेहा?
Sir,
Yes, Charu.
sir, sir, you have not responded to my letter that I have given to you.
No, I'm not responding to anybody's letter. I'm just saving those letters on my computer. That is an assignment. You have written a letter to God. So expect God to respond. Why will I respond?
No sir, आपने कहा ना आपने thumbs up दिया था इमोजी भेजा था तो मेरे को
Okay, okay. हाँ, मैंने कहा I said to most of the students I have given that thumb up so that there is an acknowledgement that I have received your letter. Fine, I'll give on yours also.
Sir, I thought you have not read it. That's why I have told.
No. I'm just saving all of those word files in one folder. ठीक है? है ना? चलो. That's 2:45. Any more questions? No questions? Then Sairam, start leaving. I'll leave at last.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Sairam, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sairam, sir.
Okay, Sairam,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
start leaving, beta.
Thank you, sir.